And we're back, week 24. Now I'm going to say this real quick, probably going to be more of a boring video, more of a quicker video, more of an update video compared to last week where I really went through some stuff that you could actually take away and apply into your own circumstances depending on what field you're going to get into. Now you saw the title of the video. It's another one of those weeks where it could have been many different things. I just chose this title because I feel like my AFL side has not gotten much love. Even though it's one of the many things I'm doing in my life, it's on the lower tier, so it does get a lot less attention. It's kind of like a hobby. But yeah, it sort of falls into that basketball AFL category, jiu-jitsu, like low priority, but still enjoy it, sort of use it as a cardio thing. Obviously, I'm really filming this 2 days after the last one. I'm wanting to get this one out fairly quickly just so I can get right up to date because over the past week, it's been kind of hectic. Now, not all with productive stuff. Like, I will go through what I did on Saturday, but I went out and I've been hanging out with people, etc. But I will get all into that. So on Saturday this week, I went to Whoop Whoop, I think more specifically Longwood, which is a long drive from here, with my football club to go to a pre-season game. My first ever time doing an AFL pre-season is this year, because last year I joined in the middle of the year. So we went and drove all the way out there. Obviously, I'm in the reserves side of things because I'm not the greatest at football, but I was expecting to play at least half of them. So there were 6 periods. They do different structures for pre-seasons, and I only played in the first 2. And so that was about 40 minutes total on the field, which isn't bad. I still got out there, but I've been training in the midfield all pre-season. And because we've got 3 different teams, the under-19s, which I'll be playing in, the reserves and the seniors, we only split into 2 groups, reserves and seniors. So I didn't really get midfield minutes to go practice my midfield stuff. I got thrown on a wing, which is fine because when the ball's on my side of the wing, I'll be able to get to contests, I'll be able to influence the game, I'll be able to, be in chains. When I say whatever wing, and I swapped from wing to wing, by the way, to do both sides, the ball was just never on my side. And any time I sort of went out of my zone or I pushed forward or I pushed back, I got pulled up from coach to just get back to my spot. Because since I haven't really proven myself as a good football player before, because I need to improve, I don't really have a green light license to move up or down. My strength as a footballer is my stamina and my speed. My fitness is where probably I'd separate myself. So to have my man follow me around and me to go influence the game is where I'd get my advantage. If I'm playing accountable on the wing, I'm rendered pretty much useless, right? But anyways, it is what it is. I got a few touches and got out there and got my cardio in, and it took up my entire day. Didn't really go that well as an individual, but cool experience. I'm not playing the preseason game this week. I'm just going to go work instead. It would have been really hard to find shift covers for my shifts anyways, so pretty easy choice for me. But driving out with the boys 2.5 hours up in a car full of people. On the way back, it was really fun, the community side. Absolutely love my football club in terms of the community and the culture they've got around it. Heavy into that sort of stuff. Even though I can't get involved as much because of my time restrictions, like I can't really stay back to all the events. I need to get sleep and get other stuff done. Anyways, that Saturday night, I got home, got changed, and went out to an 18th birthday. Yes, I'm turning 20. It was my best friend's 18th. It was a family friend. My best friend's, that sounded bad. My best friend's little brother's 18th birthday. And went out, and it was fun. And then as a group, myself, a couple other girls, guys, we went out to club, and my first time clubbing. I don't go clubbing. That's not really my scene. I don't really party. I don't drink much. We went out pretty late at night. Very busy. After 1 to 2 hours of being there, I kid you not, we literally ditched the club to go out towards the beach, and we just hung out there, and that was probably more the highlight of the night. Then we tried to come back, but it was way too late. The club was closing, so then we just Ubered home and did our thing. But yeah, and then obviously that drags into the Sunday, and then played my 2 basketball games and etc., my normal stuff. In terms of uni, which I've just gotten through week 3 of, it's the Thursday, but I have my classes Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Assignments are starting to stack up. Work is starting to stack up. I got the impression that I could just turn up to my lectures and my seminars, which is most than 65% of people, I'd like to say. And I get my stuff done. I'm on top of it. There is still a few assignments that I have to do outside of class, and I need to make sure I stay on top of that. I want to have stuff done a week before deadlines and be really on top of everything so it doesn't really become a stress. And worst comes to worst, I just pull out of uni. I'm like, this ain't for me. I trust myself to work hard and be successful in another field. So that could have been another title of the video, basically being over the top with uni work and really kicking into gear with that. But I've already spoken about uni a fair bit. Well, the title is AFL Pre-Season. Something about that I haven't decided yet. I'll talk about a bit how it's gone throughout the past few months. 2 sessions a week, Monday, Wednesday. I go to every single one that I am available to go to, and it's just about 2 to 3 conditioning blocks, 2 to 3 skill blocks. Go out there, execute. For me personally, that's not doing too much. My conditioning is fairly good. I mean, compared to the other players. Obviously, I'm not the best there. There's still levels to improve. Always will be. I'm not saying my skills are the greatest either, but what really gets me really be good for my improvement is actually getting in game style stuff, because that is the one thing I don't have much exposure to at all. And throughout the preseason, we didn't do too much of that, right? Maybe there'd be some game-like drills, but there would be no sort of full game sim stuff. And there has been a little bit more recently, but if there was a full training or 40 minutes of that, that would be major beneficial for me as an individual. That's me talking individually. Obviously, I'm not going to have the entire club tailor a training just for one guy to improve. Yeah, I mean, once the season starts, those game days are going to be my best training day as well. And the reason I'm doing footy is because I absolutely love playing it. It's so much fun to go out there and play. It's a physical sport. I think if you really look into it, it is one of the most physically demanding sports in every aspect. You need endurance, you need power, you need speed, you need athletic dexterity, you need so many different athletic traits to be able to play AFL football, and it's such a well-rounded sport. But yeah, obviously a week closer to jiu-jitsu grading. That's going to be next week on Saturday. And I also turned 20 on the same day I do jiu-jitsu grading. So that's coming up too. And time is starting to move a lot faster. I'd say this week, after the parties and hanging out, etc., I have also been fixing up my sleep schedule, fixing up my habits, lowering my screen time. And that has made me feel a little bit more energetic and a little bit more focused throughout the day. And I want to continue that path over the coming weeks and see that improvement compound. But yeah, I'm happy to be back up to date on my video journals. This week 24 will be uploaded the day of recording on the Thursday, because I know I've got the time today to do it. I'll literally smash out my entire assignment today. What else am I getting done today? I'm going to do my whole film sorting stuff today for my YouTube video. I'm going to get stuff sorted up for my streaming to get that sort of into gear a little bit. So big plans for today, then gym, then AFL training tonight. And hopefully that was a bit quicker. Hopefully you enjoyed the little update. But next week, I don't know how it's going to go, but I should have some more interesting stuff to say. In terms of Mike Slusher and his passing, he will be having a funeral in the coming days on a Monday or a Tuesday, I've heard. So I'm going to stay up to date with that information, and I'll obviously be going whenever it is. So anyways, as always, I hope you had a phenomenal week. I want you to have another phenomenal week. Do something you've never done. Work harder than you ever have. I will see you next week for week 25. I feel like that's another pretty cool milestone. And until then, seriously, get something done.